I just finished the complete series of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let's talk about it. So, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, good show. Um, Probably up there in one of my favorite sitcoms. Uh, it's definitely a sitcom that I like, and it's kind of funny because I was kind of introduced to it in a very weird way because I was first introduced to it by like YouTube poops of all things. Um, if you guys have ever, probably haven't, but a YouTuber by the name of CJ Flow, all one word, on YouTube, she used to make really fucking hilarious YouTube poops about Fresh Prince, like YouTube gold, shit that should be in a fucking museum. Regardless, the no matter where I discovered it from, the series is really good. Um, and I want to talk about not just the series as a whole, but this specific box set release, which was, I think, released by Warner Brothers in 2017. Um, so yeah, let's dig right in. All right, I wanted to also primarily talk about not just the DVD transfers, but the show as a whole. Um, the show is really good, like I said. It was very unique for its time because it um, focused primarily on um, like the struggles of black people in America and a lot of the struggles and trials and tribulations that people of color do often face. Um, However, it does it. There's kind of a unique twist in the fact that it's not just struggles that people of color face, but struggles that wealthy people of color face, which is interesting in its own right. Um, and something that is definitely interesting to look at, think about. It's the show was definitely a conversation starter back in the 90s, and with the current landscape now, it definitely is one now. Um, but it's really it's a really good show. And it's definitely something that I think a lot of people should watch. Now, should they watch the entire fucking series and binge it like I did? Maybe. I mean, if you're into that. For me, it's weird because for me, I'm actually more into binging entire shows on DVD or Blu-ray rather than um, rather than streaming. Because with streaming, I'm always impatient and I always look at the episode listing. Anyways, the this show is really good. The subject matter of it is very poignant. I like it. Uh, the actors involved. This was the show that basically kind of kickstarted Will Smith's career as an actor. Um, and really, like, this show, like, he was good at acting in this show, but I think, but Men in Black was kind of the one thing that sort of cemented himself as like, okay, he's a good actor. But that's not the point of this video. This is a Fresh Prince review and retrospective, not a fucking Men in Black review, right? I might review that later, I don't know. But yeah, with a lot of the show's legacy out of the way, minus the controversies, which can be a whole entire video on its own, um, I will now kind of talk about the DVD transfer as a whole. So the DVD transfers are very interesting in the fact that um, this is pretty common for a lot of like television to home media shows where they'll barely do anything with the film. They'll just straight up digitize it and then just slap it on DVD and then call it a day. Um, I remember reading somewhere, if I knew where the article was, I'd find it. But I remember reading somewhere that it took a long ass time for this show to get released physically and get it the complete series released physically, which is why like seasons 1 through 3 were released like much earlier. I think in like the mid 2000s, while seasons 4 through 6 were released in 2017. And I think a lot of that actually had to do with this weird legal battle between the company that owned the company that owned the Fresh Prince show license. It had to do like this three-way legal battle between NBC, Warner Brothers, and Will Smith, because Will was one person who really wanted the show released physically, but for some reason NBC just would not allow it for whatever reason. That was until I think the 2000s, where I think they cut a deal with NBC where they were like, oh yeah, well, because I think they bought the rights. I think Warner Brothers bought the rights to it and then released it physically. And I think, and I think because of that, and because the DVD releases were so spread out for so many years, I think that's like primarily the reason why there isn't that much stuff on the DVDs. Like, for example, this advertises Back to Bel Air, a fresh look retrospective documentary, and 2 seasonal Bel Air blooper reels. That's cool and all, but all those special features and bloopers are only on seasons 1 through 3. Like, they're not available in seasons 4 through 6. So if you wanted to see how seasons 4 through 6 was made, well, tough shit. That's basically the long and short of it, and that sucks. I mean, you could probably find it online, but where's the fun in that, However, as kind of a caveat, and as sort of like a sorry we couldn't include more special features, they actually did include like 2 bonus episodes that like never aired to TV. There's one episode, I forgot, like, there's one episode which isn't even like a full-on episode. It's literally just Will Smith breaking the fourth wall and breaking character and being like, oh hey, this is behind the scenes of the show. And he's just walking around talking to the cast members, which is, it's cute, it's funny, I like it. And then there's also another one where where like Will Smith says, oh yeah, I killed her with a rock. And then Carlton just is like, oh my god, and then just runs around. And then just runs around just the entire set of the entire show until he eventually just runs out into the audience. That never aired on TV, at least. That never aired on TV. And so, like, this DVD box set and viewing it online are like the only ways you can view that episode. It's weird. However, despite all that, it is a good show. I will say though, the DVD transfers are really weird because despite being just the film negative slapped onto the DVD, there's also, uh, for whatever reason, there's a lot of like static. Like the picture will just glitch out. I don't know if that's just my Blu-ray player or the DVD transfers as a whole. Um, but that's just a problem for me. Like it'll kind of glitch out and hitch up a little bit, even when the disc is fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a problem with like the film transfers they had, or the just the general process, or hell, even hardware, or even my own damn hardware. It was sort of an issue. Um, but yeah, that's the series is really good. I'll show you the like each and every DVD. What's really cool is they come with shit. They come with individual like sort of pamphlets of like what episodes are on what DVD, which is really cool. I'm looking here. Yeah, I think there's seven. I think looking at this now, I think there's like 7 to 10 episodes each on each disc, and um, it's really really cool. But shit, almost fell. But yeah, this is. They all have their own individual disc colors. I will say, seasons 1 through 3 were really good, but once season 4 kind of arrived, because I went from really enjoying the show all the way through from seasons 1 through 3, and then seasons 4 through 6, there were moments where I was just thinking, oh dear God, when's this shit gonna end? And that was kind of telling of the quality of the show at that point. And I think Will Smith even said in an interview that he wanted Fresh Prince to end after the actress for Aunt Viv left, the original actress for Aunt Viv left. But ratings must go on, I suppose. Anyways, that was the Fresh Prince DVD review and retrospective. I just wanted to take a break from Guitar Hero videos. If I'm being honest, I mean, it's not that I hate them, but it's just the fact that I'm getting a new computer soon, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to. Excuse me. I don't really want to commit to any Guitar Hero ideas until I get my new computer squared away. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why that you probably won't see any Guitar Hero videos for, I don't know, maybe a week, probably 2. I know, horrible, right? Anyways, anyways, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Later.